Lansing's only sports station. The Game, 7:30 a.m.
Let's play.
And a pleasant good evening and a welcome to District Championship Friday on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network. I'm Brock Palmbush. Alongside me is Erik Doc Love as always, and we're here at Mason High School tonight for the Division I District Championship game between the CAAC Blue champion Trojans of East Lansing, 21-2 on the season, taking on the team that finished tied for second in the CAAC Blue. Behind them, along with Waverly, the 19-4 Wolves of Okemos High School. This is the third time these two teams have played each other, Doc. East Lansing beat Okemos on January 25th, 66-54, that at Okemos High School. And they also beat Okemos on the final night of the regular season just 1 week ago tonight, 68-55 at East Lansing High School. Both are double-digit wins for East Lansing, but you and I did both of those games. They were both much closer than the score indicated.
They came down to the last minute. Both of those ball games came down to the last minute. The first one on January 25th in Okemos, East Lansing sealed it with free throws late. They held on with those. The game a week ago that we did in East Lansing, it was timely defense and buckets in the transition out of those that really set up and finished that victory for the Trojans, winning by 13. Yes, they were double-digit wins, but the box score can lie to you every once in a while. They were much, much closer. They were within possession or two every single time for those. And East Lansing just making the plays in different ways and winning the Blue outright, undefeated at 12-0 as well.
Absolutely. The Trojans, I said, 21-2 on the season. To get to this point, they beat Hull on Wednesday night in the semifinals here at Mason High School, 59-41. 4 players in double figures, Doc. Cam Hudson, 17.6 rebounds. Christian Dunn, 11 points, 10 rebounds. And Charlie Baker and KJ Torbert each had 10 points. Baker, 8 rebounds. Torbert, 4 rebounds.
No, good balanced attack for the Trojans. Without one of their leading scorers, we'll talk about it at some point, but Hudson and Torbert stepping up, and it's nice to see Christian Dunn, who's been having some foul issues in ball games, have a good one on Wednesday.
As for the Wolves of Okemos, they beat the homestanding Mason Bulldogs right here at Mason High School, 67-52. Brennan Walton had 12 points, 9 rebounds. Nick Grabornis, 11 points, 8 rebounds off the bench. But the story of the game was Colin Alexander. He was awesome in the second half. 28 points on the night, 20 in the second half, and 16 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he had a huge ball game in that win. Brock, you were here for that one, and I just had to read, and I'm assuming that it was a pretty big fourth quarter for Colin Alexander in what was a close ball game for the most part.
Well, the thing was, here's the thing. Okemos got out to a 29-12 lead in the first half. Mason finished the first half on a 12-0 run to make it 29-24. Anybody's ball game, right? Okemos starts the third quarter on an 8-0 run. Mason makes another run to get it back to 8 in the fourth quarter. They were down 48-40. That's when Mason started pressing. There's about 4 or 5 minutes to go, so you figure Okemos likes to play deliberate in the final minutes if they've got a lead and make free throws and win the game. Mason went to pressure, full court pressure. And Brandon Pruitt was big time breaking the pressure. He committed 1 turnover, but basically the 5 or 6 other times, it was easy basket after easy basket, including 4 3-pointers out of getting past midcourt on the full court pressure. Okemos stayed aggressive, didn't pull the ball back out, went to the basket in a couple of cases, but Alexander was open 4 times for 3-point baskets, and he made all of them, put the game away.
That's helped seal the year, right? Colin Alexander with his biggest ball game of the year in that win, and that's why they're playing for a district championship, a third matchup between these two teams yet again.
We'll take a timeout and come back, go over the starting lineups, tell you about some of the other action around the area. Oh, yeah, and I had a chance to talk to both coaches. Ray Mitchell for East Lansing, Jeff Wanch for Okemos. Well, I'll tell you about all that coming up and tell you about our great sponsors coming up on the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network. It's East Lansing and Okemos for the Division I District Championship tonight.
The Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
Welcome back to Mason High School, the Division I District Championship game between East Lansing and Okemos here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Tonight's broadcast brought to you tonight and all season long by the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries. Always interested in let's try that again. Always interested in individuals that have the drive and desire to be successful in work and in life. Check them out at dowdingindustries.com. You may find a successful future here. Well, Doc, these two teams, again, playing for a third time, had a chance to talk to both coaches before the game. Ray Mitchell in his sixth season for East Lansing, guard the three-point line. They're very aware that Colin Alexander had a big fourth quarter, and he told me they need to guard the three-point line really well, play better defense as a whole, and be really, really focused for this contest. As for Okemos coach Jeff Wanch, don't turn it over. That was a problem for them against East Lansing, especially late in that game. That's why they lost. And he said they got to do a better job of rebounding. He said getting back on the glass. Those were his words. And he said, yeah, we got out-rebounded in the last game against East Lansing, and you and I know, yep. That's right. That's exactly what happened.
It wasn't as bad at the end, but at halftime it was a glaring East Lansing lead in the rebounding margin. But they kind of closed out a little bit better. But you're right, they did lose both rebounding battles, or both games, I should say.
Tonight is one of 10 games around the Mid-Michigan area, or games involving Mid-Michigan teams tonight for district championships. Yes, we're here at Mason High School for East Lansing and Okemos, but at Grand Ledge High School, two more CAAC blue teams are doing battle. Waverly against DeWitt. Waverly has won twice over DeWitt this season, but you never know. Third time could be the charm for DeWitt. That's what Coach Flannery, Bill Flannery, is looking for. Rod Watts trying to get Waverly to a district championship and a regional matchup against the winner of this game next week, next Tuesday at Kalamazoo Central High School. Excuse me. In Division II at Charlotte High School, Sexton is playing Charlotte for a third time this season. Sexton won the first two games this season in the CAAC White. Sexton, the White Division champions. They've won 16 in a row. Coach DeLeon Deering, probably a candidate for Area Coach of the Year. He's done a terrific job.
We saw one of those matchups, the one at Sexton, and they did a great job shutting down the Orioles. But a lot of these conference rivals matching up again.
Same thing with Portland and Ionia. They're playing at Ionia High School tonight in Division II. Also in Division II, Williamston is playing Chelsea, who's good in every single sport. It seems like that's at Fowlerville High School in Division II. In Division III at Potterville, Pewamo Westphalia is playing Maple Valley. At Langsburg, the favored Langsburg Wolfpack trying to get to 24-0 on the season, playing Stockbridge, trying to play spoiler, but it's going to be tough for them playing on Langsburg's home court. Ovid Elsie is playing Chesaning tonight at Chesaning High School. Chesaning undefeated on the season at 23-0. That would be Langsburg's next opponent in the regionals if both teams win tonight.
Man.
In Division IV at Bellevue High School, Portland St. Patrick against Fowler. And also in Division IV, Weberville hosting their own district, playing Brighton, Livingston, Christian. We'll do the best through the Twitterverse to give you updates from all of those games around the Mid-Michigan area. All right, Doc, so we got about a minute and a half here. Keys to this game in your mind.
For East Lansing, I'd like to see a balanced attack again like they did this last ball game against Holt. Cam Hudson, KJ Torbert, have those guys step up, and either a third guy either going to be Christian Dunn or somebody else, BJ Wyndham, whoever it may be. They will be without JL Branson again tonight.
Yes.
One of their starters.
Coach Ray Mitchell told me before the game, he said, I asked him, so what's the deal with Branson? He said, his words, his ankle is jacked up. His words. So he's not going to play tonight. He's not in uniform. Ben Fletcher, team's quarterback during the football season and a reserve on this team, did not dress Wednesday against Holt. He is dressed and is available here tonight.
So for East Lansing, I think a balanced attack for them. And for Okemos, they're going to rely on the Waltons, of course. But I think turning the ball over is going to be the biggest key because every time they're both two matchups before against East Lansing was turnovers led to easy, fast break points. And we saw alley-oop dunks and things like that. Okemos has got to get away from that. You cannot do that in a district.
Coming up on the other side of this break, the starting lineups and the opening tip. East Lansing and Okemos for the Division I District Championship. Here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network.
WVFN East Lansing, a town square media station. We're the station you've turned to for sports for over 30 years. The game, 7:30 a.m.
Palmbos and Erik back here at Mason High School. District championship game between Okemos and East Lansing. Winner moves on to the regionals next Tuesday night at Kalamazoo Central High School. All right, ready for the starting lineups? First, for the, well, you know what? East Lansing's the visiting team tonight. Yep. So let's start with East Lansing. Their head coach is Ray Mitchell in his 6th season. Erik Docklove, you have those for everyone out there listening in Radio Land.
You mentioned that they're CAAC Blue champions, 12-0 this year, 21-2 overall coming into this one. In the backcourt, a junior 6-foot number 1 BJ Wyndham, a sophomore 6'3" number 2 KJ Torbert, a junior 6'6" number 5 Cam Hudson, a junior 5'11" number 10 Cameron Essel, and the lone forward, a senior 6'7" number 21 Christian Dunn. So that's 1 Wyndham, 2 Torbert, 5 Hudson, 10 Essel, and 21 Dunn.
Now for the Okemos Wolves, coached by Jeff Wanch in his 12th season. They are 19-4 on the season. Go ahead, sir.
9-3 in the CAAC Blue. Tied for second with Waverly. In the backcourt, a junior, 5'9", number 21 Brandon Pruitt. A senior, 6'2", number 22 Colin Alexander. A junior, 5'11", number 23 Christian Chu. And the forwards are the brothers, a senior 6'5", number 33, Colin Walton, and senior 6'5", number 35, Brennan Walton. So 21 Pruitt, 22 Alexander, 23 Chu, 33 Walton, 35 Walton.
And they are twin brothers. Yes, they are the same class. They are seniors. So we'll be ready to go. Okemos in the home white uniforms with maroon numerals and black trim. East Lansing in the road blue uniforms with a white numerals, black trim, and a checkerboard design right down the side of their uniforms. So we'll be ready to go. East Lansing will be going from left to right across your radio dial here. And we are here in the corner at Mason High School. So if we tell you we are blocked by certain people, referees, players, we'll just be honest with you and tell you.
We are on the court in the corner, so it's a little tougher. We're right behind the East Lansing bench almost.
So here we go.
Brock has a little better vantage point, so if I miss something, hopefully he picks it up.
Brennan Walton jumping center for Okemos. Christian Dunn jumping center for East Lansing. Everybody getting settled. Not quite a sellout tonight, but pretty close. Ball is in the air. Tip is won by Okemos. Christian Chu gets the opening tip, dribbles over to the right. Man-to-man defense. Brennan Walton looking underneath the Colin Walton. Hook shot from 6. No. Rebound, KJ Torbert.
High-low action between the brothers. A little bit short on that shot from Colin.
BJ Wyndham walking the ball across midcourt. Both teams man-to-man defense. Here is BJ Wyndham. Wyndham, high post, Dunn. Dunn to Cam Hudson on the left side. Now they go to a weave, which East Lansing likes to do. Now they go on the block to Cam Hudson. Hudson fades from 10. Rattles. No. Rebound comes away to Colin Walton. Here comes Okemos. We're scoreless 50 seconds into this game.
Good defense by Brennan Walton on that shot from Hudson.
Looking mid-post. Here's Brennan Walton. Up under. Shot. Around and good. Okemos 2. East Lansing nothing a minute into the game.
It's going to be our matchup tonight. Cam Hudson versus Brennan Walton.
Into the right corner. That's Cam Essel. Top of the key, Wyndham. He backs it out towards midcourt. Left side, Torbert. Top of the key, Hudson. Right side, Wyndham. Wyndham looking to a cutting Torbert. Layup is good. Nice cut by Torbert. Open right under the basket. We're tied at 2.
Got a perfect screen, and Colin Alexander couldn't catch up to Torbert before he got that ball.
Here's Brandon Pruitt driving all the way. Layup, no. Rebound, Christian Dunn. Here comes East Lansing up ahead. Torbert, shot up, no. Rebound, Cam Hudson, yes. Give him a rebound and a putback. It's 4-2 East Lansing, 6:15 to go, first quarter. Out on the wing, that's Brennan Walton, guarded by Christian Dunn. Top of the key, Chu. Chu gets it knocked away. Tipped away by Wyndham to Torbert. Back to Wyndham. Layup, no, but a foul. Nice knock away by Wyndham, Doc.
They've been leading to another fast break, and we talked about Okemos can't turn the ball over in these ball games.
We're going to get some free throws here. Wyndham was able to tip it away to Torbert, and then Torbert passed it right back to Wyndham. He went up for the shot. No good, but Christian Chu commits the foul, his first.
He got a little bit of the ball, but there was some body underneath that shot.
Free throw. Around and off, no good. .6:01 to go, first quarter. East Lansing up 4-2. People are still filing in right now. We may be a sellout before we're done here. Here's the second free throw. Too hard, no good. Rebound, Colin Walton. How big are missed free throws going to be?
Could loom huge.
Here's Christian Chu on the left wing, guarded by Essel. Now right side, Alexander. Alexander in the corner to Pruitt. Pruitt dribbles out to the wing and out top of the key. Alexander, he's going to drive against a double team. Shot up, no. Rebound, Brennan Walton. Put back, yes. He's got both field goals for Okemos. We're tied at 4, 5:30 to go, first quarter.
Tough shot by Colin Alexander, but that's what his teammates there, Brennan and Walton, is to finish it after the miss.
Weave again, three-man weave here for East Lansing. Here's Wyndham, gets double teamed, gets it in the right corner. Hudson, three, kaboom! He's got 5. It's 7-4 East Lansing, 5:10 to go, first quarter.
Got lost in that weave, and the defense, they couldn't rotate back over to Hudson. He was wide open for the three in the corner.
Chu on the left wing, now top of the key, Alexander. High post, Brennan Walton. Driving against Dunn, he gets a double team, lost it momentarily, able to get it to Pruitt, driving baseline. In the opposite corner to Alexander, double teamed, gets it knocked away.
Blocked by Wyndham.
Wyndham, rebound comes away to Torbert. Here comes East Lansing. Wyndham, layup, no. Put back, Dunn, yes. Give him 2. He's got a couple of rebounds. It's 9-4 East Lansing, 4:35 left, first quarter. High post again, Brennan Walton, guarded by Dunn. Driving on Dunn, layup, yes. He's got all 6 points for Okemos, 9-6 East Lansing.
Yeah, East Lansing hasn't been able to find him a stopper defensively.
Torbert, right of the key, 3, yes. He's got 5.
He doesn't take a lot of threes, but he can make them when he can.
12-6 East Lansing, 4:10 to go, first quarter. Brandon Pruitt across the timeline, guarded by B.J. Wyndham. High post again, Brennan Walton, guarded by Dunn. In the corner to Chu. Chu, high post, Brennan Walton. That's out beyond the three-point line, actually. Gets it to Pruitt. He'll back it back out. Gets a screen. Now here's Chu in the left corner. Trying to drive baseline against Essel. Out to Pruitt. A 3. No. Rebound. Comes away. Brennan Walton. Layup good. He's got all 8 points to go with a couple of rebounds. It's East Lansing 12, Brennan Walton 8.
Yeah, Pruitt wide open for the 3, didn't get it. Brennan Walton backside rebound again for the putback.
Christian Dunn was looking for a foul, did not get it, and didn't think there was one.
No, good positioning by Brennan.
Wyndham, top of the key, right side, Torbert, 3. Around and off, no good. Brennan Walton the rebound.
That was Colin this time.
That was Colin, I'm sorry. Getting him confused once again. 12-8 East Lansing, 3:06 to go, first quarter. Colin Walton, top of the key.
Almost took that 3. Dunn closed out real quick.
Here's Brennan Walton, guarded by Hudson. They've switched on him, now double team. Into the corner to Pruitt, now Colin Walton looking underneath Brennan Walton. Hook shot, no. Rebound, Hudson. 2:45 to go, first quarter. It's 12-8 East Lansing.
First miss from Brennan that time. Pretty good spot defensively for Cam Hudson. Forced it a little further away from the bucket than Brennan wanted it.
Still a makeable shot, though.
Yes.
Probably should have made it. He'll tell you he should have made that. Here's Wyndham. Driving against Walton. Trying to get it to Dunn. Dunn nearly lost it. Now in the corner to Torbert. 15-foot floater. That's no good. Rebound, Colin Walton. He's got 4 rebounds so far. 2:20 to go, first quarter. Pruitt across the timeline. Left wing, it's Colin Walton. That shot's no good. Rebound, B.J. Wyndham. Wyndham up ahead to Hudson. Hudson launches, 3. Bank shot, yes! Banked that one in. His second 3. He's got 8. It's 15-8 East Lansing.
Oh, sometimes the shot doesn't always look so great, but it still goes in and it counts.
Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Colin Walton against Cam Hudson. High post, Brennan Walton. Out beyond the three-point line.
Defense extended here for East Lansing.
It is. In the corner, in the left, or right wing rather, to Chu. Now here's Brennan Walton, inside to Colin. Colin, double teamed, he has to get it back to Brennan. Brennan drives, Floater, yes. Brennan Walton's got all 10 of Okemos' points, but they still trail by 5, 15-10, a minute 25 to go in the quarter.
So Brennan's doing everything great for him right now. They just can't get any stops defensively.
Wyndham across the timeline. High post, done. Now here's Hudson, left of the key. Left wing, Essel. Essel, top of the key, Torbert. He's going to drive. Puts a shot up. Banker, yes. Torbert's got 7, 17-10 East Lansing.
A couple of hands reaching in on that shot, too, while he was dribbling in and able to muscle it through.
Minute to go in the quarter. Colin Alexander, left wing 3. Around and off, no good. Torbert, no, that's Wyndham with a rebound. Here comes East Lansing, Wyndham across the timeline. Right side, I think that's Essel. Yes, it is, driving baseline. He goes up. Blocked by Chu. Now a scrum for it. It comes to Brennan Walton. Chu the block. Here comes Okemos. Alexander, 3. Around and off, no good. Rebound, Christian Dunn. Now East Lansing's going to slow it down, and Coach Ray Mitchell and one of the assistants puts his left index finger in the air. One shot. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 17-10 East Lansing. Only one foul in this quarter.
Could have been some in the last possession.
Yep, officials letting them play. Down under 10 seconds to go. Essel, left side to Wyndham. Wyndham gets a screen. Nice pass inside to Dunn. Hook shot, yes.
Nearly a travel.
He's got 4. We've reached the end of one quarter of play. It's East Lansing 19, Okemos 10. Come on back for the second quarter after this timeout on the game, 7:30 a.m. WFN and the Lansing Sports Network. Brought to you by the Lansing Sports Commission and by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries.
WVFN.
Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love here at Mason High School. Division I District Championship. East Lansing and Okemos. East Lansing leading Okemos 19-10 after one quarter of play. Rebounds, East Lansing with 9, Okemos with 7. Okemos' rebounds are the Walton twins.
Yep.
Colin has 4, Brennan has 3 unofficially.
Brennan, the only one who scored in the first quarter.
He has all of Okemos' 10 points. Yep. Obviously, if Okemos is going to win, that has to change.
Oh, yes. Both people have stepped up. They've had some open shots from three-point land. Colin Alexander took a couple of them. Brandon Pruitt had a missed one as well.
Yep.
Colin had an open one. And they turned the ball over a couple of times, too, and that did not help them.
East Lansing gets the ball to start quarter number 2. Here is B.J. Wyndham. Top of the key, Torbert. Alan McGrew, number 11 in the game for the first time. Right side, Torbert. Torbert double team. Now he's going to get in the lane. Scoop, layup, good.
Too easy.
He's got 9. It's an 11-point game.
Defense parted ways. It was wide open through there.
21-10 East Lansing. 30 seconds into quarter number 2.
Number 4, Josiah Thomas in for the first time for Okemos.
Thank you. See that? Number 24, Nick Grabornis in the game for the first time. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Colin Alexander on the drive had it knocked away, I believe, by B.J. Wyndham out of bounds.
Yeah, quick hands by Wyndham. They thought that it was going to be off of Alexander, but it was not the case.
Christian Chu inbounding, baseline left. Gets it into Alexander, 15-footer. That's no good. Rebound comes away to B.J. Wyndham. Wyndham up ahead to Charlie Baker in the game for the first time. In the corner, Hudson fakes a 3, drives baseline, kicks it in the left corner. Torbert fakes a 3. He's going to drive. Layup, yes. He's got 11, and we got a timeout called by Okemos. I think it's a full timeout with 7:08 to go in the second quarter.
It is.
East Lansing up 23-10. We'll take 30 and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
Lansing Sports Leader. The game, 7:30 a.m.
Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love. East Lansing with a double-digit lead, 23-10. East Lansing early in this second quarter. The story right now, Cam Hudson with 8 points, but KJ Torbert, 11 points so far for the East Lansing Trojans. They're up 13.
Yeah, Torbert been extremely aggressive and has been able to find his way getting into the paint, even knocking down a three-point shot in the opening quarter. And for Okemos, missed shots, and they've had a couple of turnovers as well. They've had opportunities again, and they just haven't been able to take advantage. And then defensively, they're switching these screens, and it's not working out. They're getting mismatches as East Lansing every time.
And now it looks like East Lansing's going to go to some full-court pressure. At least they're going to show it. 7:08 to go, second quarter. Christian Chu. Now it looks like it's just some token pressure here.
Yeah, they showed it, and then they dropped back.
Left side, Josiah Thomas. High post, Brennan Walton, guarded by Charlie Baker. He's going to drive on Baker, lost it momentarily. Nice pass underneath to Colin Alexander. Layup, good, count it, foul. See who the foul is on? It's going to be on Cam Hudson, his first. Team first of this quarter. It's 23-12, and now we're going to get some free throws here. Well, one free throw for Colin Alexander, who had the big game Wednesday night, 28 points against Mason.
Colin Walton and Brennan Pruitt back in for Okemos. Chu and the other Walton go out.
Alexander, the free throw. Good. His first points of the game. It's a 10-point game, 23-13 EL. Here's Torbert to Hudson. Right side, that's McGrew. McGrew, top of the key, Wyndham, and they'll reset. Right side, Torbert. Now he's going to dribble it around. Looks like they'll go to a weave. Yeah, no, they won't. He'll get a high screen. Left side now. That is McGrew. Layup, yes. Drove all the way around the defense and put it up and in.
East Lansing just driving all the way to the bucket every single time.
Dribble drive, exactly the words I was looking for. 25-13 East Lansing, 6:18 to go, first half.
Okemos having trouble getting it down in the post. They're trying to get to the big guys. It's not happening.
Alexander, right of the key, Josiah Thomas. Trying to get it to Walton. Colin Walton fumbled it, but now it gets it to Alexander. A three. Around and off, no good. Rebound tipped, taken by Cam Hudson. His third rebound, now up ahead to Torbert. Torbert, three. Around and off, no good. Rebound, Charlie Baker. They'll reset. 5:48 to go, first half. 25-13 East Lansing.
That's why Baker's in there for rebounding and defense.
Cam Essel's going to check in for East Lansing at the next timeout. Left side, Baker. They can be very deliberate here. Now he hands to Hudson and now to Wyndham. Now Torbert, 23-footer. Yes! That was legit 23 feet away, and if he's making that, Okemos is in trouble.
The play was supposed to go to the post. Cam Hudson got shut off defensively, and then he was wide open, was Torbert.
28-13. He's got 14, does Torbert. Here is Pruitt in the lane. 15-footer. Hit the heel of the rim, bounced up high in the air, put it up and in. Pruitt's first basket, 28-15. Was that Pruitt or Tom? That was Pruitt.
It was Pruitt. The pass was from Thomas.
There we go. Here's Wyndham with it. Wyndham, left side, Hudson. He'll take a three. Yes!
And everything's dropping.
He's got 11, three-pointers, 31-15 East Lansing.
Wyndham's got 5 assists because everybody's making it. Every shot's going in.
Left side, that's Thomas. Thomas gets a screen from Grabornis. Now here's Pruitt to Thomas. Now Grabornis looking underneath. Whistle, what do we got? Foul, I think. Yep.
No, hand check foul on Charlie Baker.
His first, the team's second. Team fouls right now, 2 for East Lansing, none for Okemos.
Grabornis goes out as Brennan Walton comes back in. Christian Chu returns. Thomas to the bench, and then you mentioned before that Cam Essel was coming in. Also, Christian Dunn because Brennan Walton came in.
31-15 East Lansing, 4:30 to go in the half. Christian Chu looking to inbound. Get it into Alexander. 3. Around and off, no good. Rebound, Christian Dunn.
Another good look.
Dunn, right side, Hudson drives, lost the ball, but recovered by Dunn. Now here is McGrew. McGrew goes left side. Hudson, 3. Yes.
The basket's 10 feet wide.
Hudson with 14 and another Okemos timeout. We'll take one with him. East Lansing leads at 34-15 here in the second quarter on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVF.
Lansing Sports Station. The game, 7:30 a.m.
4:14 to go, second quarter. All East Lansing right now. They lead 34-15 behind the hot shooting of KJ Torbert and Cam Hudson, both with 14 points here in the first half.
Hudson hasn't missed from beyond the arc, 4 for 4.
Okemos with the ball, down 19. Right side, Brennan Walton. Walton driving against Christian Dunn. Has to get it left side to Brandon Pruitt. Pruitt gets to the middle of the lane. Oh, he slipped and fell. Did not travel, though. Here's Brennan Walton. Shot up. No. Rebound tipped out. Comes away to Dunn. Christian Dunn threw it away to Christian Chu. Layup. Colin Walton good. His first basket of the game. It's 34-17 East Lansing. 3:30 to go in the half. Cam Essel out towards midcourt, going left side to KJ Torbert, who's been red hot here in this first half, as well as Cam Hudson. Cam Hudson has it. Left side, McGrew. Allen McGrew, top of the key, Essel. Right side, Torbert. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Christian Chu just got in his face just at the nick of time. Right side, here is McGrew. Gonna drive baseline against Chu. Blocked by Chu. Rebound by Chu. His second block. Up ahead to Pruitt. Under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Inside, Brennan Walton. Double team, shot. No, tough luck miss there. Allen McGrew with a rebound.
Had they what the look they wanted, he was deep in the post.
And now we're gonna get a timeout called. I think it's a 30-second timeout for East Lansing. We'll keep this one right here, Doc. 2:43 left in the half. East Lansing up 34-17. The broadcast of tonight's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the game 7:30 a.m. WVFN. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the game 7:30 a.m. WVFN East Lansing, a Town Square media station. Right now at Grand Ledge High School, DeWitt leading Waverly 11-5 as they start the second quarter.
See if I can get a quick update here from Twitter.
34-17, and man, it's just like you said earlier. Basket is, about a laundry basket wide right now for East Lansing. They've made almost everything.
End of first, Ionia 12, Portland 10.
Okay.
End of first, Maple Valley 8, Palmbos Westphalia 8.
Okay, that's a bit of a surprise. That'd be a huge upset if Maple Valley beats PW. That's under the radar.
Maybe monumental.
Here's East Lansing with it. KJ Torbert, Charlie Baker, right side. Now to Cam Hudson on the left, guarded by Alexander. Now over to Torbert. 2:25 to go, first half. Running the weave. Been effective tonight. Here's Baker with it, left side. Top of the key, Hudson. Hudson dribbling, going through everybody. Kicks it to Charlie Baker. Reverse layup, no, but a foul. Be the first foul of the second quarter on Okemos. And I think, is that Brennan Walton? I think it is, yes.
Looked like a clean block, but it's, 94 feet away from me.
Far end of the court, we couldn't tell. First foul of the second quarter for Okemos. Team fouls, 2 for East Lansing, 1 for Okemos. Charlie Baker, line for 2. Nope, didn't make that one. Only thing they haven't done tonight is make free throws. They're 0 for 3 from the line.
Yeah. And that's the only time the defense isn't truly guarding you. The first one hit the back of the iron and then just bounced off.
That's why they're called free throws. Rattled that one, no. Rebound comes away to Colin Alexander. Up ahead to Christian Chu. Yep, Brennan Walton hit the deck. No foul called. Looking inside, now we got
that's a hold.
Christian Dunn, a little too handsy there. His first foul, the team third.
Again, Brennan Walton looking for a post position down there, and Dunn holds him to deny that spot.
1:56 to go, first half. East Lansing leading Okemos 34-17. Christian Chu looking, gets it into Brennan Walton. Walton guarded by Dunn, gets on the block, dribbling into the lane, hook shot, yes. If it wasn't for Brennan Walton, this game would be over right now.
Yeah.
He's got 12.
Of their 19.
34-19 East Lansing, 1:40 to go in the half. That's Cam Hudson, on the left. Now to Essel. Essel, Torbert. Guarded by Christian Chu, who's Okemos' best defensive player. At least one of them anyway. Crosses his man over, in the lane, floater, yes. Good defense, better offense by Torbert.
I'd say Torbert just a little more athletic on that play to get past a wonderful defender in Chu.
36-19 East Lansing, 1:13 to go in the first half. Brennan Walton, top of the key, driving, layup, yes, count it and a foul.
A little continuation. That wasn't too bad because the shot, he was kind of in the shot attempt at that moment. It's on
Foul's
Dunn.
on Christian Dunn, his second, the team's fourth. Looks like he's going to have to come out of the game. Yes, he will. Coach Ray Mitchell going smaller. Dunn out, B.J. Wyndham in. 36-21 East Lansing, 1:09 to go in the half.
I think he's okay with that, losing a little bit of height right now because of the score and how much time was left in the half.
Brennan Walton, free throw is good. He's got 15. 36-22. Yeah, if he'd mount for his 15 points, this game would be over with now. Mm-hmm. Keeping them within hailing distance. Under a minute to go in the half.
Well, they're hoping to get a stop here right before the half. I think East Lansing's going to hold for this last shot more than likely.
Okemos does have the possession arrow to start quarter number 3. Baker, top of the key. Hudson, Torbert, back to Hudson.
They're just kind of passing it around.
40 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Hudson. Yeah, they're going to be very deliberate here and go for the last shot, we think.
Unless you get an easy 2 wide open, then yes.
30 seconds left. Hudson, right side, Torbert. Torbert backs it out to Wyndham. He looks towards Ray Mitchell. What to do? Down to 15 seconds. This by design by East Lansing. Down to 10 seconds, and now Torbert's going to create. He's got it left side, guarded by Alexander. Gets a screen. Going to drive. Try to take it all the way. He got fouled by Colin Alexander, and he's going to shoot free throws.
Well, as good as you can get. Burn off a minute of the clock. Get a shot and either make it or get fouled.
Alexander's first, the team second. Okemos has only committed 3 fouls in this half. East Lansing only 4. And KJ Torbert, Kelvin Torbert Jr., his given name, but everybody calls him KJ. 16 points in this first half. Still 16.
So that's the only thing East Lansing hasn't done well is they haven't made any free throws yet.
4.4 seconds left. We'll have halftime stats and analysis coming up in 4.4 seconds of game time. Second one. That's good. 37-22 East Lansing. Get it into Colin Alexander. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Half court heave. Ooh. Oh, almost made it. Colin Alexander almost did. But East Lansing will take a 15-point lead into halftime. East Lansing 37. Okemos 22. Back after This Week in High School Sports with John Ross.
Team wrestling puts up more back-to-back-to-backs than Chris Berman in his prime, and unseasonably warm temps can't stop the downhill ski finals. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. For longtime listeners of this program, this first section is going to sound very, very familiar, but I promise it's not a repeat, even though all 4 team wrestling champions are repeats. That's right, Detroit Catholic Central, Lowell, Dundee, and Hudson all repeated as team wrestling champs, with some winning more than just back-to-back. In Division I, Detroit Catholic defeated Heartland 41-12 in the championship match. It's DCC's second straight D1 title, 6th in the last 8 years, and 17th in program history. In 3 rounds over the weekend, the Shamrocks allowed just 21 total points. In Division II, Lowell bested Freeland in the championship match, securing an 11th straight D2 title for the Red Arrows. The last time Lowell didn't win the title was 2013. Frozen was the top movie, and the Harlem Shake was a thing. In Division III, Dundee beat Whitehall 49-20 in the championship match. That makes 7 straight team titles for the Vikings, 9 of the last 11, and 16 finals titles overall. And in Division IV, Hudson won for a 3rd straight time, this year beating St. Louis in the championship. This is the Tigers' 6th title in the last 8 years and 11th overall. That's 4 champions, all who need a new wing in the trophy case for their wrestling hardware. For complete coverage of the team championships, as well as all of the information you need for this weekend's individual finals at Ford Field, please check out MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Zeeland's Riley Smith. In her 6th and final game bowling at regionals, she rolled a perfect 300, claiming the individual regional championship and helping Zeeland advance to the MHSAA finals. Bark River Harris's Lauren Zawada, she put up 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 6 steals in a win over Munising, giving the Broncos an outright Skyline Central Conference title. And to Marquette hockey coach Doug Garrow, he notched his 200th win as coach and a 7-1 win over Escanaba.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
You may remember the scene from the movie Hoosiers where Coach Melvin Dale pulls Raid from a game on principle and later keeps him on the bench, electing to use just 4 players. Is this legal? The answer is no. NFHS rules state that if you have 5 eligible players, all must play, and you must have 5 to start the game. You're only allowed to play with fewer because of injury or disqualification. During the pandemic, some coaches facing teams down to 4 players had their 5th player stand near the sideline to create a 4-on-4 in the spirit of good sportsmanship, which is legal. But you can't do what Coach Dale did and say, "That's my team."
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Repeat champions were the theme of the day at the MHSAA ski finals as well. Yes, despite the balmy temps, there is skiing taking place. Starting in Division II, which took place at Nubbs Knob in Harbor Springs, the Petoskey boys team won its 5th straight title and 12th in the last 13 years. On the girls' side, Cadillac won its 2nd title in 3 years and now has a top 3 finish in each of the last 4 years. Over at Boyne Highlands for the Division I finals, it was Traverse City Central's boys team ending the Traverse City West's 3-year run as champion. Flip those results on the girls' side, TC West repeats as champion, with TC Central coming in 2nd. Complete results, including individual champions, can be found at MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Lansing's only sports station. The Game, 7:30. Let's play.
Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love here at halftime. East Lansing leading Okemos 37-22. Let's quickly get to the stats from the first half. First for Okemos, Brennan Walton, 15 points, 3 rebounds. He's their leading scorer by far. Nobody else was more than 3. Colin Alexander, 3 points, 1 rebound. Colin Walton, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Brandon Pruitt has a 2-point basket. They are 2 for 2 from the line, which is better than East Lansing, who's only 1 for 6. But man, KJ Torbert and Cam Hudson have been the story. Torbert, 17 points, 2 rebounds. Cam Hudson, 14 points, 3 rebounds. Christian Dunn, 4 points, 5 rebounds. And Alan McGrew, 2 points and 1 rebound. Again, 1 for 6 from the line for EL, 2 for 2 for Okemos, 15 rebounds as a team for East Lansing, only 9 for Okemos. Fouls, East Lansing committed 4 in the first half. Okemos only player in the game with 2 fouls. Christian Dunn for East Lansing, he's got 2. We'll get Eric's keys to the second half coming up after this break. You're listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage, the Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network.
Or WVFN.
Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love here at Mason High School. East Lansing up 37-22, 16 minutes to go. Other unofficial stat, East Lansing shooting percentage?
65%.
My goodness.
At least up for my stat sheet right here, they're 15 for 23.
And if it wasn't for Brennan Walton for Okemos, this game would be over with right now.
Yep.
15 points, 3 rebounds. Keys to the second half, Doc, for you.
For Okemos, they got to get defensive stops, man. It starts with them defensively. They got to get some stops. East Lansing's been able to drive and get to the bucket almost at ease in that first half. So stout defense, man-to-man. You got to have some stops defensively, get some rebounds out of it. Hope that somebody else besides Brennan Walton could step up. And if you're East Lansing, maybe just run your basic weave game. Do what you've been doing in the first half. Keep crashing the boards when you need to, and it'll be all right.
They will need somebody else to score a few points here and there. You would think, oh, they got to shoot better from the free throw line. That's the only thing they did wrong in the first half.
It is, right.
Okemos will get the ball in alternate possession to start quarter number 3. They'll be going from left to right here in the second half. And now it's pretty close to a sellout right now here at Mason. Was late arriving. Well, some of it anyway. Brennan Walton looking underneath. Colin Alexander. Layup. No. Reverse layup was no good. Rebound comes away to KJ Torbert. He's going to take it all the way. Kick it in the corner. Hudson. 3. No. Rebound. Brennan Walton. Walton's bringing the ball up court himself. Going to take it all the way. He lost it out of bounds.
Yep. Turns the ball over.
I think Christian Dunn may have knocked it off him far side.
You like the aggressive nature of Brennan Walton, but if you're the coach, you're like, find a guard. Get it to the guard and then get set up down the post.
37-22 East Lansing. 30 seconds into quarter number 3. Left side, Cam Essel. 3. Yes. His first basket of the game. 40-22 East Lansing.
Got caught up in a mismatch, and Brennan Walton couldn't get out there.
Here's Pruitt. Takes it all the way. Shot up. No. Out of bounds. Goes to East Lansing. Brennan Walton could not corral the rebound.
A lot of missed shots for Okemos that should have dropped. The ball just unfriendly to them.
They were dropping against Mason, especially Colin Alexander. Alexander struggling tonight. Only 3 points. B.J. Wyndham, top of the key. Goes left side, Essel. Thought about the 3. Now he's going to drive baseline. Kick it to Dunn. Back to Essel. 16-footer. Around and off, no good. Rebound, Cam Hudson. Goes back up.
Traveled.
And he traveled. Give credit to Hudson for the rebound. He's got 4 rebounds, but yes, he did travel. No argument there. You had a better view of it than I did.
Looking for a positioning underneath the basket. It was a bad spot for him to get that rebound, and he just couldn't get us anywhere to put it up.
Token pressure here for East Lansing. Brandon Pruitt bringing it across the timeline. Left side, Chu. Chu, top of the key, Alexander. High post, Brennan Walton. Driving against Dunn. Brings the ball down, has to kick it right side. Here's Chu for 3. Yes!
They needed it.
His first basket of the game, 40-25. Now Hudson for 3. Yes!
Right back at it.
He's got 17, 43-25.
34 between him and Torbert combined.
My goodness. Left side, Alexander. Whistle. Oh, we got a kneeing foul here on East Lansing. The first of the second half. Who's this on?
It's on Hudson.
That'll be his second. 43-25 East Lansing. 6:07 to go, third quarter. They get it inbound to Brennan Walton. Now left side, Alexander. Right side, Pruitt. Now Colin Walton. Pruitt driving in the lane. Up and under shot. Tough shot. It went up and in. Got up and under Cam Hudson. Pruitt has 4. It's 43-27.
Had to hang in the air and get around Hudson for that one.
Left side, Wyndham. Even though Wyndham hasn't scored tonight, he does have 3 rebounds and 5 assists.
6 now.
6 now.
7.
7, okay. Wyndham, high post, Dunn. Dunn, hands to Hudson. Now they go to the weave again. Wyndham, looking, dribbling it on the right. Whistle, timeout, East Lansing. 30-second timeout. We'll take one ourselves and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m., WVFN. Dowding Industries presentation of high school basketball brought to you by Megan Zemer and her great staff at the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And their Dowding Industries, always interested in individuals that have the drive and desire to be successful in work and in life. Check them out at dowdingindustries.com. You may find a successful future here. Coming out of the East Lansing 30-second timeout, 43-27 East Lansing, 5:22 to go in the third quarter.
Charlie Baker checked in on that timeout, by the way.
Here's Hudson, guarded by Christian Chu, out towards midcourt for Wyndham. East Lansing looks like they're going to a bit of a stall here.
A modified 4 corners.
Yeah, a little bit. Left side, Wyndham. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Got a 5 count on him, does Wyndham. He lost the ball, goes back to midcourt, over and back. I think he dribbled it off his foot.
Good defense by Brennan Pruitt.
I don't like that possession by East Lansing there.
No, and Cam Hudson looked a little confused as to what they were trying to do at that moment, and people weren't in the right position. And
4:47 to go, third quarter.
if you're looking to kill some time, I understand, but you still want to stay in your offense. There's still 4:47 left in the third quarter. For crying out loud.
Third quarter. Yeah, there's 12 minutes and 47 seconds left. Here's Pruitt. High post, Colin Walton.
He's not gotten going.
Gets Brennan Walton, top of the key, left side. Colin Walton, a deep two. That's no good. Ball scrummed for, and it's going to be a held ball. It's going to go to East Lansing, I believe. Yep.
Colin Walton being held in check so far here in this ball game. Only 2 points. Took that three-point shot but had a defender in his face.
43-27, East Lansing, 4:31 to go, third quarter. Cam Hudson inbounds to B.J. Wyndham. Some token pressure here put on by Brandon Pruitt. Across the timeline. Left side, Christian Dunn. In the corner to Torbert. Torbert gets it underneath to Hudson. Nice up and under move. Shot, no, but a foul. He'll get some free throws.
It's Colin Alexander again.
His second, the team first. Team fouls are 1-1 right now in the third quarter. That was a much better possession for East Lansing, in my opinion.
Yep. We might have referee's timeout real quick for something.
Might be delay of game warnings. Oh, warning both coaches to stay in the coach's box. Both coaches have been out of the coach's box tonight.
Okay.
So they're warning both of them now. Hudson, the first free throw, rattles, drops in. That one didn't want to go in.
But it found its way in because it's East Lansing's night so far.
44-27, East Lansing, 4:16 to go, third quarter. Second one, that's good. Great free throw shooter is Cam Hudson. His first trips to the line, he converts. He's got 19, it's 45-27, East Lansing. Brandon Pruitt, guarded by Wyndham. Here's Chu to Brennan Walton. He's got it out beyond the three-point line. They're looking for Colin Walton. Can't get it to him.
Now they high-low.
Now they high-low action. Gets it in the lane. Nope, he was going to try a hook shot, but now Brennan Walton, floater, no good. Rebound, Cam Hudson. And now we got a whistle, and what do we have in the backcourt?
We got a tie-up.
An intentional foul. An intentional foul on Okemos, I think.
Referees are going to get together and talk.
The arms were crossed by the far side official, so that's an intentional foul, and he pointed at Okemos' bench. So
Brennan Walton and Christian Dunn were tied up. They both hit the court. I didn't have a great angle that I couldn't see.
It's on the far end of the court. We're here in the corner, and they're on the far end of the court this half.
And it was happening pretty much right in front of the Okemos bench, which gives me the worst.
So let's see what the officials decide to do. The arms were crossed, Doc, so. Talking to the scorer's table right now. Telling each scorebook what's going on here, and they'll. So Colin Walton, if what I heard was correct, yep. Colin Walton, an intentional foul, his first, the team's second, and Cam Hudson is going to shoot 2 free throws, and they're going to get the ball. First one up, first one good. He's got 20, does Hudson, to go with 5 rebounds. 46-27. And now what do we got? Oh, they got to have the guy that... So are they going to take the point off the board? Apparently we couldn't see it, but apparently Colin Walton fouled Charlie Baker. So they take the point off the board for Hudson. Well, he missed it.
He gets one more.
He's 0 for 3 from the line.
They tried to sneak Cam Hudson in there. It wasn't a technical foul. It was an intentional foul on Charlie Baker. So he has to shoot the free throws.
And he missed them both. He's 0 for 4 from the line. East Lansing, however, will get the ball. So take the point off the board for Cam Hudson. He's got 19. Now, and that's a correctable error, by the way, that the officials can do in that situation. It's a dead ball.
Yep.
So they can fix that.
Colin Walton comes out. Nick Grabornis replaces him for Okemos.
Probably to get him to cool off.
Well, Brendan Walton had a technical last Friday. Remember late in that ball game.
And they're both very emotional guys, which is great unless you can't harness it.
Yes.
45-27. East Lansing ahead. Here's B.J. Wyndham out towards midcourt, guarded by Brandon Pruitt. Pruitt, right side Torbert. Gets it inside to Hudson. Double team. Banker good.
Didn't matter.
And now we got another whistle, and what do we have? A taunting call.
Technical foul on B.J. Wyndham. He said he gave the too small.
Official saw it, told that, and now he is he's getting upset with the officials more so than B.J. Wyndham.
Colin Alexander will shoot the text.
Alexander makes the first.
You see it in college, you see it in the pros. They give him the little, this guy's too short. You can't guard him.
Too small for me. You can't guard me.
Yep.
Missed the second. Okemos will now get the ball, trailing 47-28. 3:24 to go, third quarter. I think Coach Ray Mitchell is mad at everybody right now. Mad at the officials for calling, and mad at his own players and team.
Yes.
Telling them to calm down.
So we're up 19 right now, guys. We don't need this.
Here is Pruitt deep on the left. Team fouls are 2-2 here in this third quarter. Walton to Pruitt. Pruitt on the left wing. Now Christian Chu. Back to Pruitt. Oh, he thought about a three, didn't take it. Gets it inside to Walton. Walton, nice pass underneath to Christian Chu. He lays it up and in. Chu has 5. It's 47-30 East Lansing.
Yeah, good vision by the big man to find it. That was tough D on East Lansing that entire possession.
Here is Hudson. Dribbling, gets it to Torbert. Torbert all the way. Reverse layup, no. Rebound scrummed for. Out of bounds. Off of Charlie Baker. He couldn't quite handle it. 2:46 to go, third quarter. East Lansing up 47-30.
Cameron Essel in for East Lansing as Dunn takes the seat.
Chu across the timeline, guarded by Essel. High post, Brennan Walton, guarded by Baker. Trying to drive on Baker, gets in the lane, knocked away by B.J. Wyndham. Nice steal, taken away to Essel. High feed, Hudson for the jam. Wyndham with another assist. Cam Hudson with 23.
Wyndham started with his defense, too.
Knocked it away from Brennan Walton, 49-30. Christian Chu. Right wing. High post, Brennan Walton. Now 2 minutes to go in the third. Going up against Baker. Layup. Around, no good. Rebound comes away to Cam Hudson. Outlets to Essel. Essel to Wyndham. 3. Short, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Alexander couldn't get it.
No.
It's going to go to East Lansing.
It was trailing away from him. He was trailing away from him. He tried to reach out to grab it, and it was too far.
49-30 East Lansing, 1:46 to go. Third quarter, number 34, Jake Stagg in the game for the first time for Okemos. Out will go, looks like Alexander goes out. Yep. Alexander struggling tonight. He had 28 the other night.
He had a great game on Wednesday and then just hasn't been there tonight. But you got to give credit to the East Lansing defense for that.
Focusing on him. Here's Wyndham. Left side, Hudson. Thought about a three, didn't take it. He's going to drive all the way. Shot, no, but a foul. Might have traveled, got away with it. But he'll shoot 2 free throws. Nick Grabornis for Okemos. His first foul of the game. That's a third team foul. Minute 39 to go. Hudson to the line. Makes that one. He's got 24 points, 6 rebounds unofficially.
They're up 20 right now. They're missing Jalen Branson. They're missing the third end of that three-headed monster.
Here's the second one. He got that one too. Hudson, if you can say one thing from his sophomore to junior year, he's become a great free throw shooter. 51-30 East Lansing. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side, Pruitt. Lost the ball. Taken away by East Lansing. Essel up ahead to Wyndham. Wyndham all the way. Layup, no, but a foul. Christian Chu, the foul, his second, and B.J. Wyndham's going to go to the line for 2. Has not scored tonight, but he's got 3 rebounds, a block, and how many assists?
8 and 2 steals. He's that guy that does the other things. He's a defender. He's an assist man.
Shows you can affect the game by not scoring. Free throw, front rim, no.
He is 0 for 3 at the line.
51-30 East Lansing over Okemos, 1:24 to go. We did not expect this, Doc.
Well, the first 2 ball games were close. Very close.
Second free throw, that's no good.
Like down to the last minute close.
Brennan Walton the rebound, and now East Lansing going to some pressure. Brandon Pruitt throws it away into the front court. Hudson up ahead to Torbert. Layup, no. Rebound, put back, Wyndham, no. Rebound, Essel. They'll reset. Now here's a shot put up. That's good. That was Torbert, I believe. Was that Torbert?
I missed the whole play.
I believe it was Torbert.
From 3?
No, it was 2-point basket.
All right.
53-30. It's a 30-second timeout. Okemos has 2 timeouts left. You know what? We'll stay right here, Doc. 57.3 seconds left.
Yeah, we talked about this in the pregame show. I mean, the first 2 ball games, they were double-digit wins for East Lansing, but they came down to final possessions of the ball game in that one. It was free throws and timely defense and timely shots late in the ball game for those. But tonight has not been that case. It has been all East Lansing from the very beginning, basically.
East Lansing Athletic Director Nikki Norris, standing to my left, says yes, it was KJ Torbert that made that basket.
Okay.
He's got 19. By the way, timeout-wise, East Lansing has 3 timeouts left. Okemos only 2. Now, if it stays at this spread, that's not going to matter a whole heck of a lot. But how many games do we see where timeouts are a factor? A lot. 53-30 East Lansing. Holt Athletic Director Chris Bishop now standing to my left. Number of other athletic directors and administrators around the area here for this one. I like the strategy by East Lansing going to some pressure. It's really messing up Okemos.
Josiah Thomas comes back in for Okemos. So does Colin Alexander.
57.3 seconds left in this third quarter. Christian Chu across the timeline. Guarded by B.J. Wyndham. High post, Colin Walton. Dribbling left side, now to Alexander. Alexander lost it momentarily, got it back. Gets it to Colin Walton, now Alexander. 40 seconds left in the quarter. He gets double teamed, trying to drive baseline, fades from 12. That's no good. Ball tipped out. B.J. Wyndham the rebound. Here comes East Lansing. They'll play for 1. 30 seconds to go. And East Lansing, well, Okemos has the possession arrow here to start the fourth quarter. So they will hold for the last shot. Down to 15.
How often have we seen East Lansing at the end of a quarter with the last possession? It seems like every single game.
Seems like it. Under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Torbert. Down to 5. Gets in the lane. Kicks it to Essel. Essel on the drive. Floater from 8. No. Rebound Baker. No. Rebound Colin Walton. And that's the end of the quarter. Give Baker a rebound. Give Colin Walton a rebound at the very end. We've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. It's all East Lansing right now. 53-30 over Okemos. Come on back for the fourth on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network.
WVFN Lansing Sports Leader.
Palmbos and Erik Doc Love back here at Mason High School. Want to let you know you're listening to your trusted source for high school sports coverage. The game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN East Lansing, a Town Square media station. East Lansing up 53-30, 8 minutes to go, Doc. Now or never for Okemos. I mean, that's cliched, but you're down 23.
Yep.
It's got to happen right now. Yeah. Not with 3 minutes to go.
No.
Right now.
Right now. Through three, Chelsea 44, Williamston 28. By the way, according to Brian Calloway on Twitter, Cam Hudson over the 1,000 career point mark after that free throw he made.
And he's got another year to go.
Yep.
All right. Here is Okemos. They get the ball to start quarter number 4. Left side, Colin Alexander looking underneath. Reverse layup, good. Christian Chu off the pass from Walton. Christian Chu with 7, 53-32. Here's Hudson into the right corner to Cam Essel. Essel back to Wyndham. Wyndham guarded by Josiah Thomas. Gets it to Torbert, guarded by Chu. Passing it around the perimeter here. Here's Essel, thought about a 3, didn't take it. Gets it back to Wyndham. Wyndham getting a screen from Hudson. Gets it to, nope, it's to Baker. Now to Hudson. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. He'll fade from 16. Tough shot there. It hits the support, out of play, out of bounds. 7:05 to go fourth quarter. 53-32 East Lansing.
Christian Dunn and Cameron Essel out for East Lansing. I thought maybe Cam Hudson should have taken that 3. Probably a little better, easier shot than that step in for that sideline fadeaway. A little tougher.
Don't forget to join me, Brock Palmbush, on High School Rewind tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. until 11 here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. Here is Colin Walton. Gets it underneath to Brennan Walton. Brought the ball down low. And, Okemos is going to get away with it because Josiah Thomas picked it up and he got fouled. Going up for the shot, I think it's going to be free throws.
It's on Wyndham.
B.J. Wyndham, the foul, his second. And yes, Josiah Thomas, who's yet to score tonight, goes to the line. 6:48 to go, regulation time. 53-32 East Lansing. Still 53-32. He missed the first free throw. We'll have post-game stats and analysis coming up after the game.
Pruitt in, Colin Walton out. And Colin only 2 points still in this ballgame for Okemos. I think it's one of the biggest things is that both Waltons haven't been able to do anything.
Second free throw, that's good. First point of the ballgame, it's 53-33, and now Okemos is going to pressure. They get it up ahead to Christian Dunn, now to Cam Hudson. Hudson driving all the way, layup, no, tip, yes, KJ Torbert. He's got 4 rebounds and 21 points tonight. 55-33 East Lansing. 6:30 to go in regulation. Here's Chu with it. High post, Brennan Walton. Drives, puts the shot up, yes.
First points of the second half for him.
He's got 17, 55-35, and now we got a foul. It is on Brennan Walton. His second, the team first. Team fouls are 1-1 right now with 6:16 to go in the fourth. East Lansing obviously in great shape right now, but not quite over with yet. They get it into B.J. Wyndham. Wyndham to Torbert. Torbert up ahead. Hudson. It's 3-on-2. Hudson going to take it all the way. Shot up. Rattles. No. Put back done. No. Put back. Charlie Baker. Yes.
Oh, no.
Injury?
This is Cam Hudson on the court.
Oh,
right
boy. Now. So give Baker a rebound and a basket. Who got that other rebound?
Dunn,
okay,
who missed. And then Baker put it back.
You know what? Let's take a 30-second timeout and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
Lansing sports leader, WVFN.
Cam Hudson was laying down in the lane. He limped off the floor, noticeably limping. Let's hope that's not serious.
No, Alan McGrew replaces him in that lineup, but that's the one guy you can't have go down for East Lansing.
50, not necessarily for tonight, but going forward.
Yes.
Nice pass underneath. Colin Alexander layup, good. Alexander has 6.
Full timeout, Okemos.
Timeout, Okemos. They have 1 left. 57-37, East Lansing over Okemos. 5:51 left in regulation. Back in 30 on the game, 7:30 a.m., WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network.
WVFN.
Brock Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love. 57-37, East Lansing over Okemos. Coming out of the Okemos timeout. Okemos only has 1 timeout left, Doc. If they can get this game closer, that could be a factor because you can stop the clock does not stop in the final minute on a made basket like it does in college. And in the NBA, it's the last 2 minutes of each quarter.
End of third, Waverly 32, DeWitt 31.
Wow.
From Grand Ledge.
5:51 left here in regulation. 57-37, East Lansing. Go ahead.
Sorry, Brock. After 3, Chesaning 40, Ovid-Elsie 21.
Looks like undefeated Chesaning is going to move on.
43-22, end of third for PW.
Close for a while there. Here's Torbert, guarded by Alexander. In the corner to Essel. Now to Wyndham. Wyndham, nice pass underneath. Charlie Baker goes up, missed the jam. Rebound, though, comes away to Torbert, and he'll pull it back out. To Wyndham. No, that's McGrew, rather.
That's great pick and roll, and Dunn just couldn't finish it.
Here is Baker. Baker guarded by Chu. Now here is Wyndham. Wyndham on the drive. Lost the ball. Knocked away. Christian Chu with the steal. He got it knocked away, actually, by Pruitt, who's got the ball now. In the corner, Alexander thought about a 3, and he traveled.
Yep. Went up with it, came back down. He tried to pass it off real quick to Pruitt, but it was too late.
57-37 East Lansing. 5:06 left in the fourth. Here comes Cam Hudson walking towards us. He's walking a little gingerly, but better than he was.
Yeah. End of third, Ionia 37, Portland 30.
Okay. We got a knockaway out of bounds. Okemos forcing the turnover.
They're saying Torbert lost it.
5 minutes exactly left in regulation. 20-point game. Go ahead.
Colin Walton back in. Josiah Thomas goes out.
(57-37) East Lansing. Here's Chu. High post, Colin Walton. Guarded by Baker. Baker, top of the key. Brennan Walton. Brennan to Colin. Goes right side, Alexander. Alexander on the drive. Gets it inside to Brennan Walton. Double team shot, no foul.
Forced the subject on that one and got a foul out of it.
It's going to be on McGrew, I believe. Yep. Alan McGrew's foul, his first, the team's second. Brennan Walton's going to the line for 2. Walton with 17 points, 5 rebounds. Free throw. Good. Cam Essel back in the game. 57-38, East Lansing. Second free throw. That's good. Brennan Walton with 19, 4:41 left in regulation.
His brother Colin out. Josiah Thomas right back in for defense.
Nobody in any foul trouble at all. Nobody even has 3 fouls in this game either way. Wyndham gets it to Torbert in the backcourt. Torbert, double teamed, goes cross court, Alan McGrew. McGrew to Essel, now Baker, back to Torbert, and they'll reset. Modified 4 corners here. Driving all the way. Layup, no, whistle, foul.
Torbert took it strong. I think
spread the court with the 4 corners. He drove down the lane, and he got fouled.
Brennan Walton picks up his third.
Torbert to the line for 2. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. He's got 21 points. Here's the first. Good. Christian Dunn back in. Cam Hudson went out of the game with an injury earlier in this quarter. He was limping to the bench, and then he was trying to work it out, walking a little bit gingerly, but better than when he was limping to the bench. Let's hope that's not serious. Second free throw is good by Torbert. He's got 23. 59-39, East Lansing. Left side, Colin Walton. On a weave to Christian Chu. Chu to Walton. Deep two. No. Rebound comes away to Torbert. Torbert up ahead against a double team. Puts a wild shot up and put it in. That was a little out of control, but he got it in. He's got 25. It's 61-39, under 4 minutes to go.
He can just hang in the air.
Whistle, and we got a foul here on Cam Essel.
Hand check.
Just his first. McGrew back in. You know, with this kind of a lead, East Lansing, you don't need to put Cam Hudson back in the game.
No.
That's the third team foul on East Lansing, common foul. They get it into Colin Walton. Walton dribbles, puts a shot up, blocked. Taken away by Baker, and now we got a whistle, and what do we got?
Brennan Walton got the rebound.
Foul as on Alan McGrew. Who got the block there for East Lansing?
Torbert.
Torbert?
Yeah.
Wow. You had a better view of it than I did.
First time in for East Lansing tonight. Senior number 23, Noah Lopez, and also senior 33, Deontay Macy.
Who was hurt for a while late in this season, but back now for the playoffs.
Baker and McGrew go out.
Here's Pruitt, a three. No, way off. Rebound comes away to B.J. Wyndham. His fifth rebound. And East Lansing's going to walk the ball up the court, 3:35 left. Left side, Lopez. Lopez gets it to Essel, guarded by Chu. Essel gets a screen. Now he has it knocked away. Taken away by Colin Walton. That's Brennan Walton, rather. He's got it, looking underneath Colin Walton. Bank shot. No. Rebound, KJ Torbert. He's got 7 rebounds tonight. Torbert with it. Kicks it in the corner to Wyndham. Wyndham on the drive. He lost it. Torbert's able to save it. Gets it to Macy. Shot is good. Deontay Macy. First basket of the game for him. 63-39. Timeout, Okemos. That's their last one with 3 minutes to go. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
The game, 7:30 a.m.
Palmbos and Erik, Doc Love. 3 minutes exactly left in regulation. Now I see Cam Hudson smiling on the bench right here, standing up. Again, let's hope he doesn't have a serious injury. You may have had a better view of his fall than I did.
I didn't. There was a lot of bodies down there. I think he might have went up and stepped on somebody's ankle, came down on it. 3:53 left. Langsburg 48, and their opponent 40. A close ball game for Langsburg.
Hang on. Of course, I can't remember. Stockbridge.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Stockbridge, a very credible team.
All right.
That's a very credible team.
Given
17-6 on the season. So, yeah, very credible team as opposed to what Tim Stout says, an incredible team. And folks, you know what that means.
Yeah.
All right, 63-39 East Lansing. Looks like they're going to win this one. Pruitt with it to Alexander. Pruitt, three. Yes. Needed a few more of those tonight. He does have 7. It's 63-42. 2:38 to go, and he's fouled in the Essel is fouled in the backcourt. That'll be the third team foul.
It's on Chu. Timeout, East Lansing.
.239 left in the fourth. East Lansing 63-42. Keep up with everything MHSAA on. Let's try that again.
One more time.
Keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. Look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for tournament updates, event announcements, video highlights, and high school sports news from around the state. It's the best way to connect with the MHSAA every day. Yes, MHSAA very active on social media. Waverly leading DeWitt 32-31, getting set to start the fourth quarter. By the way, East Lansing called that timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. And East Lansing is going to play the winner of that Waverly-DeWitt game in the regional semifinals next Tuesday night, all the way down at Kalamazoo Central High School, home of the Maroon Giants.
It's got another CAAC Blue matchup.
The last two remaining CAAC Blue teams will play each other. So after Tuesday night, only one CAAC Blue team left. Post-game stats and analysis. Preview what's coming up. Looks like we're going to be doing a game next week. I can say with about 90% certainty, either a boys district or a boys regional final next Thursday or a girls district final next Friday night. 2:39 left here in this district final. East Lansing leading Okemos 63-42.
Ben Fletcher in for the first time. So is Duarte Sams Jr. and Owen Fortman for East Lansing.
All football, big-time football players for the East Lansing squad that got to the semifinals, and now we got a foul on Nick Grabornis.
And Vince Beringero is in for the first time for Okemos.
That's the team's fourth. Yep, Coach Jeff Wanch waving the white flag.
His son Luke is in the ball game. Also
Luke Wanch, yep.
Number 10, Chris Page. Number 30, Christian Pickens.
East Lansing playing without one of their starters, J.L. Branson, who Coach Ray Mitchell told me his ankle is jacked up. That's what he told me.
Yep. Well, so we don't know if he'll be back at all next week or if he's done for the rest of the season or what.
Noah Lopez gets it into the corner of Ben Fletcher. Fletcher to number 22, that's Sams Jr. Now here's Lopez looking for Deontay Macy, has to kick it back out. Down to 2:10 to go.
And what we didn't expect to see in this fourth quarter is everybody's bench guys.
Nice move, Noah Lopez. Oh, the layup didn't go. Rebound comes away to Vince Beringero for Okemos. He's got the ball across the timeline, under 2 minutes to go. Beringero falls down. Gets it to Pickens, and now back to Beringero. Now here is Grabornis, whistle, and he's fouled.
That's free throws.
Yes, 15 foul, and I think that'll be Deontay Macy. It is. His first, team fifth. 1:46 left in the fourth. 63-42, East Lansing. We did not expect, we've said this about 5 times tonight, but we did not expect this.
Nope.
Nick Grabornis misses the first free throw. He was in double figure scoring the other night. He has yet to score tonight. That's been another factor. Other guys haven't scored for Okemos.
East Lansing defense has been tremendous all ball game.
Grabornis does make the second free throw, and now the rest of the bench is coming in. 32, DeQuacious DQ Stewart, 32, and 34, Kingston Thomas, just a freshman. And you got to think that they're going to be relying on Kingston Thomas in the next year or two with Cam Hudson back and a lot of East Lansing guys back next year. KJ Torbert will be a junior next year.
Yep.
Cam Hudson, a senior.
After Grabornis made that free throw, he left the ball game, and number 12, Sawyer Lick, replaced him.
Down to a minute 40 left. 63-43 East Lansing. Here's Kingston Thomas. Up from the junior varsity squad. Now we got a whistle and a travel.
DQ Stewart trying to make a move.
1:34 left in regulation. Down to 90 seconds to go. Here is Wanch. Wanch to Sawyer Lick. Lick going right side. Here's Wanch for three. He got it. Wanch, just a bit player this year, coming to the game in obvious three-point shooting situations. 63-46, a minute 7 to go. East Lansing's gonna move on. Get it high post, that's 32, DQ Stewart to Thomas. Now Fletcher. Here's Sams Jr. on the drive. Tries to get it to a teammate, knocked it out of bounds. He's gonna get fouled, and he'll get some free throws. See who the foul is on. Luke Wanch, the foul, his first. 63-46 East Lansing, 53.1 seconds left, and Duarte Sams, the backup running back to Jace Clarizio this season, but played an awful lot because of Clarizio's various injuries this season.
Speaking of Clarizio, we just got a offer from Iowa today.
He has lots of Division I offers right now. Sams makes the first free throw, 64-46.
You know why? Because he's fast. So was Sam's.
Second free throw, that's no good. But East Lansing gets the rebound. Owen Fortman gets the rebound. East Lansing will reset, up by 18. Sam's driving, layup, reverse, yes! How about that? He's got 3 points, 66-46, 35 seconds left. Christian Pickens dribbles over to Sawyer Lick. Now here's Vince Berengero. Under 30 seconds to go. Chris Page, three-pointer, yes, but a foul.
Well, came before the shot.
It's going to be on East Lansing, I believe. No, Okemos.
Offensive foul.
I can't see what the foul is on, if it even was a foul.
Maybe it was a turnover. Nope, it was a foul. It was on Josiah. No, Thomas is not in the ballgame. It was on East Lansing. Okay.
Ben Fletcher.
Everybody thought it was on Okemos.
So it's going to be free throws here. 27.7 seconds left. The East Lansing players are standing right in front of us here.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Fans are beginning to leave now.
Looks like it's Christian Pickens at the line.
It is. First one up, no good. Outstanding season for Okemos, but nowhere near good enough tonight against an East Lansing squad. That's just a little bit better than them.
Couldn't get past the Trojans all year long.
Pickens makes the second free throw, so he gets into the scorebook. 66-47, 25 seconds left. And East Lansing, they're going to just dribble this out. Yep, they're just going to play it out. Officials telling East Lansing players to sit down. And they'll be standing up here in about 11, 10, 9. Yeah, they're just going to dribble this out. East Lansing's going to win it. 66-47. They'll advance to the regional championship regional tournament coming up on Tuesday night against the winner of DeWitt and Waverly. But we'll recap this one here. East Lansing wins it over Okemos, 66-47. We'll take a timeout and come back. Here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN, but it's time for another edition of This Week in High School Sports with John Ross.
Team wrestling puts up more back-to-back-to-backs than Chris Berman in his prime, and unseasonably warm temps can't stop the downhill ski finals. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. For longtime listeners of this program, this first section is going to sound very, very familiar. But I promise it's not a repeat, even though all four team wrestling champions are repeats. That's right, Detroit Catholic Central, Lowell, Dundee, and Hudson all repeated as team wrestling champs, with some winning more than just back-to-back. In Division I, Detroit Catholic defeated Heartland 41-12 in the championship match. It's DCC's second straight D1 title, 6th in the last 8 years, and 17th in program history. In 3 rounds over the weekend, the Shamrocks allowed just 21 total points. In Division II, Lowell bested Freeland in the championship match, securing an 11th straight D2 title for the Red Arrows. The last time Lowell didn't win the title was 2013. Frozen was the top movie, and the Harlem Shake was a thing. In Division III, Dundee beat Whitehall 49-20 in the championship match. That makes 7 straight team titles for the Vikings, 9 of the last 11, and 16 finals titles overall. And in Division IV, Hudson won for a 3rd straight time, this year beating St. Louis in the championship. This is the Tigers' 6th title in the last 8 years and 11th overall. That's 4 champions, all who need a new wing in the trophy case for their wrestling hardware. For complete coverage of the team championships, as well as all of the information you need for this weekend's individual finals at Ford Field, please check out MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Zeeland's Riley Smith. In her 6th and final game bowling at regionals, she rolled a perfect 300, claiming the individual regional championship and helping Zeeland advance to the MHSAA finals. Bark River Harris's Lauren Zawada, she put up 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 6 steals in a win over Munising, giving the Broncos an outright Skyline Central Conference title. And to Marquette hockey coach Doug Garrow, he notched his 200th win as coach and a 7-1 win over Escanaba.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
You may remember the scene from the movie Hoosiers where Coach Melvin Dale pulls Raid from a game on principle and later keeps him on the bench, electing to use just 4 players. Is this legal? The answer is no. NFHS rules state that if you have 5 eligible players, all must play, and you must have 5 to start the game. You're only allowed to play with fewer because of injury or disqualification. During the pandemic, some coaches facing teams down to 4 players had their 5th player stand near the sideline to create a 4-on-4 in the spirit of good sportsmanship, which is legal. But you can't do what Coach Dale did and say, "That's my team."
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Repeat champions were the theme of the day at the MHSAA ski finals as well. Yes, despite the balmy temps, there is skiing taking place. Starting in Division II, which took place at Nubbs Knob in Harbor Springs, the Petoskey boys team won its 5th straight title and 12th in the last 13 years. On the girls' side, Cadillac won its 2nd title in 3 years and now has a top 3 finish in each of the last 4 years. Over at Boyne Highlands for the Division I finals, it was Traverse City Central's boys team ending the Traverse City West's 3-year run as champion. Flip those results on the girls' side. TC West repeats as champion, with TC Central coming in 2nd. Complete results, including individual champions, can be found at MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
The Game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN.
Palmbos and Erik Love back here at Mason High School. East Lansing wins the district championship in Division I, 66-47 over Okemos. Tonight's broadcast brought to you tonight and all season long by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries. If you're wondering what your future holds and you're not going to college, or you know what, college might not be for you. It's not for everybody. Check out the future that skilled trades can offer you. You'll be surprised. Check them out at dowdingindustries.com. And by Megan Zemer and her great staff at the Lansing Sports Commission. No matter the sport, the Lansing Sports Commission can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find out more at lansingsports.org. And we do need to tell you one more time, the broadcast of tonight's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN, East Lansing. Well, Doc, East Lansing got off to a great start in this game. They were just smoking hot from the field in the first half. Cam Hudson, KJ Torbert, they were the deal tonight. 17 points in the first half for Torbert, 14 in the first half for Hudson. That got them going. They had a 15-point lead at the half and they just kept it going in the second half. Just really, really good tonight. And 2 stats stick out to me. East Lansing won despite shooting 8 for 18 from the free throw line. Mm-hmm. You're not going to win many games shooting 8 for 18, but you know what? What was the stat you told me at halftime? East Lansing unofficially 65% from the floor in the first half?
Yeah, they were shooting 65%. So, in games that you are shooting that well and you have that kind of lead at halftime,
man,
free throws you kind of throw out the window at that point.
Okemos for the game, 8 for 12 from the game. But the other stat, and I was stunned when I saw this.
Rebounding.
Okemos had 14 rebounds. With the Walton twins. Mm-hmm. 14 rebounds. That's all. East Lansing, 32 rebounds tonight. Man.
Well, Walton's had 11 of those 14 rebounds themselves. Alexander had 1, Chu had 1, Berringero had 1. That was it. for the rest of the Okemos squad.
Man. So East Lansing wins it tonight, and we now know who East Lansing will play in the regional semifinals on Tuesday night. It will be the Warriors of Waverly. They hang on and beat DeWitt tonight, 45-42 over at Grand Ledge High School. So it'll be Waverly against East Lansing at Kalamazoo Central High School. That'd be one whale of a game.
Yeah.
Played 2 great games this season. And now they'll play a third time and see if East Lansing can beat another CAAC Blue opponent 3 times. But they took care of Okemos tonight, 66-47. And now let's get to the final stats here. Before we get to scores and everything else around the year, we'll do scores after our last break. Let's get to the game recap. For Okemos, we'll start with Okemos. Brennan Walton was the only player in double figures tonight. He was terrific. 19 points, 6 rebounds, and he was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. If he hadn't have done that, I mean, this would have been a running clock score.
Yeah, he also had 4 assists in the ball game, but he had 15 at halftime, and then he only scored 4 in the second half, so he just didn't get the touches. And East Lansing defense on him and his brother Colin was outstanding.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. Brandon Pruitt had 7 points. Christian Chu, 7 points, 1 rebound. He had a couple of blocks. Colin Alexander had 28 points the other night against Mason, only 6 tonight. I thought the defense on him was outstanding. And then when he had open looks, he couldn't knock him down in the first half. He had a couple open looks in the first half, just didn't go in.
Yeah, they weren't able to drop for him in that one.
Also, let's see here. Luke Wanch had a 3-pointer at the end of the game. Colin Walton.
2 points.
2 points, 5 rebounds. Well, another reason why Okemos wasn't closer in this game. Josiah Thomas, 1 point. Nick Grabornis, 1 point. Christian Pickens, 1 point. Chris Page and Sawyer Lick played but did not score. Vince Berengero didn't score. He had a rebound. Luke Stagg did get in the game for a little bit, but he did not score either. For East Lansing, leading the way for them, KJ Torbert, 25 points, 7 rebounds, and a block shot. Yes, from the guard position, one of the smallest players on the court, KJ Torbert, did have a blocked shot.
Well, at 6'3", he's not that short.
Seems smaller than that. He's 6'3"?
He's 6'3".
Okay.
Wyndham's 6 foot. He'd be the shortest starter.
Okay, there we go. Cam Hudson, 25 points, 6 rebounds. He left the game in the fourth quarter, or in the second half, rather, to an injury. Yep. We hope that's not serious. He was limping off the court.
Well, he's over there talking to the local news media, so he seems to be okay at this point, at least. And don't forget, he scored over 1,000 career points tonight.
Yes, you found that out after the game was over. While we were listening to This Week in High School Sports, Cam Hudson crossing the 1,000-point barrier. Congratulations to him. And he'll be back next year. He's just a junior. 25 points, 6 rebounds for Hudson tonight. Mentioned Torbert with 25 points, 7 rebounds, and a block. Nobody else in double figures tonight. But other guys contributed. B.J. Wyndham didn't score, but he had 6 rebounds and 8 assists.
And 2 steals as well. Also had a block.
Which was really stunning. Let's see here. Cam Essel, solid minutes for him. Only 3 points and a rebound, but solid minutes when he was in there.
Well, he stepped in and he started for J.L. Branson tonight.
Right. Alan McGrew, 2 points, 1 rebound off the bench. Christian Dunn, 4 points, 6 rebounds. Duarte Sams had 3 points in the fourth quarter. Deontay Macy had 2 points in the final minute. And Charlie Baker struggled from the free throw line. He was 0 for 4 from the line, but he had 2 points and 3 rebounds. He's basically playing defense tonight.
That's what he's there for.
Yep, and did a good job tonight. Owen Fortman got in the game. He got a rebound. And let's see who else.
DQ Stewart played.
DQ Stewart got in the game. Didn't get any stats. Noah Lopez got in the game. Didn't have any stats. Kingston Thomas got in the game. Didn't have any stats. And neither did Ben Fletcher. But he's just coming off an injury, too. So I think we got everybody. We get everybody.
Yep.
DQ Stewart got in the game. He didn't have any stats. 8 for 18 from the free throw line. They got to do better than that going forward.
So that's the one thing you got to nitpick. If you find something as a coach, there's always something. It's like, hey, we got to improve on this. Free throws. 8 for 18 isn't going to work.
East Lansing wins at 66-47. They'll advance to the regional semifinals next Tuesday at Kalamazoo Central High School. They will play Waverly there in the semifinals.
The team they beat twice this year in conference play.
Waverly beat DeWitt tonight at Grand Ledge High School, 45-42. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, coming up after our last break, we'll try to get you scores from the 8 other district championships. We got finals from 2 games so far, the 2 Division I games, but we'll try to get you finals from the 8 other games here coming up after our last time out East Lansing wins it over Okemos tonight, 66-47. Back after this on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN, brought to you by Jeff and Chris Metz and Dowding Industries and the Lansing Sports Commission.
WVFN.
Brock Palmbos, Erik, Doc Love here at Mason High School. East Lansing wins it tonight, 66-47 over Okemos. They advance to the regional semifinals next Tuesday night where they will play Waverly. Waverly beat DeWitt tonight at Grand Ledge, 45-42. Going over the other scores from around the mid-Michigan area. Well, you've got some so far.
Let's see. Let's go to Division 4. Fowler 56, Portland St. Pat 44.
Fowler's going to move on in Division 4.
Division 3, Pewamo Westphalia 59, Maple Valley 42. Oh, it's a close ball game to start.
It was close for a while, yeah.
And PW pulled away. Also Division 3, Langsburg 72, Freeland 65. Close ball game.
Stockbridge, you mean?
Oh, yeah, you're right. This guy put Freeland down there. I don't know why he did.
That can't be. No, that's from
wrong.
February 12th.
Yeah,
that's not
wow.
correct.
Okay, all right. Let me go back and see if I can find it.
Langsburg was playing
57-46.
Langsburg won?
Yeah.
So they're still undefeated. Pewamo Westphalia beat Maple Valley. I think you had that one.
Yep.
Williamston was unable to win.
I didn't get a final score, but the Chelsea defeated Williamston. I know that.
Yep, Williamston. They didn't put a score on here, but we know they lost to Chelsea at Fowlerville High School tonight. Looking for a final at Portland and Ionia. Ovid Elsie against Chesaning, and Weberville against Brighton Livingston Christian.
Let's see here. I'll look for Weberville first.
But a great performance here tonight, for the most part tonight, for East Lansing. Jackson Lumen Christie over Napoleon tonight, 54-51. Lumen Christie's good every single year, and they're good at everything.
Livingston Christian 79, Weberville 51.
So Weberville's done for the season.
Who else are we looking for? We're looking for the
Sexton and Charlotte, Portland and Ionia.
See anything for Sexton? We were getting updates for the Portland game, and then that stopped.
Waiting for the Twitterverse or X to work properly for us.
Final, Ionia 51, Portland 43.
Mild upset there. They are playing at Ionia High School.
Final, Chesaning 50, Ovid Elsie 34. So Chesaning and Langsburg matchup.
What was the Langsburg score again? It was, 54 something?
I'd have to go back and find it here.
Okay. But Langsburg did win tonight to stay undefeated. So if Langsburg and Chesaning play each other, and I'm not sure, they're scheduled to play in the regionals. Not sure if it's scheduled to be in the final or the semifinal.
Let me scroll down for that Langsburg score again. It was 57-46.
Okay. And what was that PW score?
PW won that one. 59-42.
Okay. We know Fowler won, and go ahead.
This just in. Charlotte knocks off Lansing Sexton 61-49. Cutler Brandt 35 points.
That's that. Wow. 61-49. So Sexton had a great season. Undefeated league champs, won 16 in a row, and they get beat tonight at Charlotte at the Oriole Dome.
Yep.
Charlotte wins 3 games this week. They beat Hazlitt on Monday. They beat Olivet on Wednesday in a close one, and they upset. That's an upset. They upset Sexton. They upset Sexton tonight, 61-49. Trying to look for final scores for Chelsea. And we know Chelsea beat Williamston, and we know Brighton Livingston Christian beat Weberville. Trying to find finals for those before we get out of here.
Get this Williamston one real quick here.
And now Cam Hudson getting absolutely drenched by his teammates with water right in front of us here. Don't touch the equipment, guys. Hey, it's live radio. This happens sometimes. Go ahead.
Chelsea 52, Williamston 42. 55, excuse me. Chelsea 55, Williamston 42.
And we got to find that Weberville score one more time. And then we'll go over the scores. Oh, that Fowler St. Pat's score.
Let me go back to the Weberville one. Why don't you write it down when I gave it to you, Brock?
I wasn't thinking.
79-51.
79-51
Yep.
Livingston Christian.
And then what was it you needed? The
St. Pat's Fowler. 79-51 Livingston.
56-44.
Fowler is able to win. Your Twitter working better than mine tonight, or X, whatever they call it.
It's Twitter.
I still call it Twitter.
It's Twitter. I will never call it
So
that.
let's go over the scores tonight. East Lansing wins it tonight over East Lansing wins it over Okemos 66-47. Waverly over DeWitt 45-42. Portland and Ionia won tonight over Portland 51-43. That's a mild upset. Big upset, though, was at Charlotte High School. Charlotte upsets Sexton, ends the J-Dubs' great season. Congrats to the Orioles. They win the district title at home 61-49. No doubt that made a difference tonight. Had to. Chelsea over Williamston 55-42. PW over Maple Valley 59-42. Langsburg over Stockbridge 57-46. Chesaning's undefeated. They beat Ovid Elsie tonight at home 50-34. Fowler over St. Pat's at Bellevue tonight 56-44. And Weberville lost at home to Brighton Livingston Christian 79-51. So let's see. East Lansing, Waverly, Ionia, Charlotte, PW, Langsburg, Fowler. Those are the teams that are left.
So you got 7 teams left.
7 teams left. Usually we get 7 to 10 teams left after the district phase. So that's what we got coming up. And that leads us to High School Rewind. That's coming up tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. until 11 here on the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN. And
a decision to make for next week.
We'll recap everything that happened. Brian Calloway is going to join me during the show. Go over the girls' district matchups. No coaches' interviews tomorrow. We'll recap everything that happened this week, boys and girls, and then go over the girls' district matchups. And then Brian Calloway is going to join me as well. So looking forward to that. And yes, we have a decision to make next week for our final broadcast. And next week will be our final broadcast. It looks like we won't have any conflicts with either MSU. Well, we know we won't for men's basketball because they don't play. They play on Saturday. So we should be okay. It's either going to be a girls' district final on Friday or a boys' regional final. We'll make the decision early in the week, take a look at the matchups or potential matchups, and we will go from there. Thanks to Connor Thomas and the people here at Mason High School for helping us out here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. And
a game that we thought would be closer.
Yeah. Final thoughts, Eric, of this one. East Lansing winning it over Okemos 66-47.
A tough one for the Wolves to end their season. They're looking for that, third time's a charm, hoping that maybe that they get the opportunity after 2 close ball games. East Lansing not being able to finish it off, but Trojans defense was there. The shooting was lights out to begin in the first half, especially. And the bucket looked like it was 10 feet wide out there for them. Everything was going in.
The first half. Yeah, 65%. Unofficially 65%. I'd say that's pretty close officially.
Yep, and they did a good job of shutting down the Waltons. Brennan had 15 and at the half, but only ended up with 19. And then Colin only 2 total. Didn't score in the second half. And the Waltons weren't able to get things going. And East Lansing
other than
defense,
Brennan Walton.
Yeah, yep. And then, combined. Combined.
Right.
As a combination, the brothers weren't able to get going overall. And East Lansing defense was tremendous against them. And Torbert and Hudson get it done without J.L. Branson. We hope maybe that he'll be able to return sometime in the future. If not, they got plenty of guys that can step up and play well for them, that's for sure.
And let's hope Cam Hudson's injury is not a serious injury. We hope.
Well, he was running around here a minute ago, so he looked okay at that point when they were his teammates trying to throw water on him.
If it's an ankle, that's better than a knee.
Yes.
But we'll see. Let's hope that he's going to be okay. Xander Woodruff was held to only 11 points tonight for Langsburg. Leading scorer, had great games all season long, but Langsburg was able to beat a good Stockbridge team tonight, 57-46. That's going to do it for us here at Mason High School. Thanks again to Connor Thomas and the great staff here at Mason High School. Join me tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. until 11 for High School Rewind. Recap everything boys and girls basketball. We'll go over the girls' district matchups, and Brian Calloway is going to join me as well from the Lansing State Journal, of course. Thanks for listening, everyone, for My broadcast partner, Erik Docklove. Great job as always,
You
sir.
too. Thank you.
I'm Brock Palmbos. Thank you for listening tonight. Once again, the final score, the East Lansing Trojans, 66. The Okemos Wolves, 47. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning for High School Rewind. We now join ESPN Radio, already in progress. On the game, 7:30 a.m. WVFN and the Lansing Sports Network. Good night, everybody.